ampa ubedi atum se John Dramani Mahama Ghana fo bi ehunu se oyomodofo na ono ena ebetimi abaye bibi papa edi amomu na omabrabo asesa no ampa wadada omupa ama na die aye medofo adada me na Honorable Jerry Ahmed MP for Gbawe ono ena watwetwe nkomo bebre one bunu hene bafo egua edi nsem bebre egu apono so ene ohwese de mampanyi erane oman nwadan friends and family na contract ahodo osisa emani nua ene ne namfofo a utimu se clearly obai so oba besum nipakuo kuma bi na nye Ghana man ena oba edimomu ene mabunu esu adwuma ho sem ayeden transport fares ekosro ukokan yesi dollar ewo form ukokan yesi inflation abafom nanso no standard of living no kwa na ekosro ene rent ekosro light bills ekosro bibia ekosro na uhwewe ya eye amamuo papa nsemu a Honorable Jerry Ahmed ehwiede gu apon so enya asem ketu akura ene koko ekuafo amu twegya etu omunkoko fuo mu ehye djube esan ebufuo ehye omakuma mu se yate omunkoko so ene de keka ho nyina no wabrobro so enya asem ketu na mepese ye begibre na yakotie nsem ne bi yanso yadwenkire efa nsem no ho no ye de ato
Galamsey time men are here bio Galamsey under this current leadership Galamsey is a free for all. The government is not working, is not doing. Give me one major project policy. I say government we are here. One. Give me, and let's be very objective about it. I have sat down and I've said to myself that there is only one major thing that they have done. I share about virtually recategorizing holidays and making sure say every holiday starts from a Friday. And the only reason why for me it makes economic sense is that our Friday no rest until by Sunday no we do holiday Monday you go back to work there, so there's productivity increase. Okay. So that for me, I think that I will applaud them every. But beyond that, Galamsey, it is everywhere dense like an indifference cap. Bibia obefabia. Oko me just say Galamsey wa mochi. Oko bole. Galamsey is ongoing massively. There have been reports of the black voter and then Oko Elembele. Galamsey is all over the place. Everywhere you pass, you smell Galamsey. Now me, when him say na President Mahama only any NDC for no much cherish Omani Boama, Honorable Dr. Omani Boama,
the former defense minister.
Yes, may so rest in perfect peace. And not to remind anybody of Saya on.
Yeah.
Any Madame for Mutala. So what you say?
Yeah.
People who had to fly just to go and have a rebranding or renaming of Nembus and Adia no. And then they died in the course of that duty. We are not doing anything to remember these guys to show that they are gallant men. Said they just lost their lives because they were going to do something in reference or in respect of Galamsey. Now, baby, where are you passing today? There is no Galamsey. And then to even make Galamsey work better, they come and structure gold board. If you see the gold board act, you would cry. Who is the assessor? Who is the aggregator?
Almost they check it. Said the beer Galam friends gold in one. The beer than if your main moment me track it. No when you centralized system one. Is it not a laudable idea? Ever poor mine.
And the gold board for no. One I thought Galamsey gold no from Galamsey yes.
That's
because per your question, which I say, Obian talk I call one person ho.
Okay.
And I yes now some here. Is he still in Ghana? What to make a press conference? Jina, water bodies. Look, I recently visited the Urology and Nephrology Center in Kolebu. The head of department, the friend of Professor John Mensa, and sometimes you guys should even stay away from just the political discussion and do some health discussion. In conform more gallbladder situation, in conform more kidney situation
because of Galamsey.
Men are catch up stillborn children. And yes, you. I see. Look, Nkofo anka titi be mobile for prostrate. Sa other matters no. Oh, this time almost every day there are reported cases of gallbladder, kidney, to the extent Minister of Health, but yeah, statement on the floor of Parliament say more than 400,000 Ghanaian people suffer from kidney issues.
Because of what I'm saying.
Oh, over. So you're asking yourself, now why not turn gold? Because who sells gold to make losses? If it is not Sami Genvi and the NDC, who turn gold? And you are making losses. And then World Bank as at 2026, earlier September thereabout, Chair will say, 2025 thereabout, Chair will say, oh, losses are why already.
Yeah.
Was $214 million.
Yeah.
Do you know what that money can do?
Wow.
And then in December, they tell you it's about $700 million, which is about 7 billion Ghana cedis. Do you know what that can do?
Gold bond losses.
Offer.
Are you surprised to say steps here mampani de gu akwamuni ni na chiri no na ne nkrofo bi especially appointees mampani anka say wa admitting said they are involved in galamsey na asad now mampani ntimi entwe wo maso ye no. Are you surprised?
But who says that they are not? And Damang mines a winning bid.
Yeah, baba.
Also, baba. Now Damang mines a wine there. Now, is that all the mining institutions that are mining properly? It is all be our control as Amano. And for your tons as Imobia, I got to know what the dear Nipa. Your tons are a money part of one plot. Maybe I'm a great grandfather known to me kaya there into your turn one plot, none pana had 1 acre. It's the same thing with these companies and bodies. First of all, ask yourself, say, with all this poisonous nature of our water bodies, what is happening to the presidency? Why are they not talking about it? Why are they quiet? It's because that is the only way they are running the state. There is nothing new.
Galam say no.
But if we are making $214 million losses, then how much money have you made?
Okay.
If you have now come back in December to say that you've made about $700 million losses, then how much money have you also made? And then the worst part, the last part, I mean, it's sickening. Say, they come and tell you, what's the Yentiminton gold reserves? So gold are reserve, no?
Yeah.
Yentiminton. And I listened to the governor of the Bank of Ghana. Unless I did not hear him right, but I listened to him. Say, gold reserves are not to be sold because they are the property of the future.
Yeah.
And they remain that of the future.
That's
now, what you heard? Our reserves, they sold the reserves 18 tons.
Yeah. 31 tons.
18 tons. And how much did they sell it? $2.2 billion. Achabia no mudon which say yeah koto your gold no back. And then you will need an additional $1.3 billion to buy the same 18 tons. So 1.3 billion. Oh sure I go one ho. I go private jet ho. Yeah, private jet.
Where the adjuma and the Diama war just a coffee and the Abiano. Yanshas encore the recent summit here, of course,
yes.
And we are one of the key people are Mobe Kasaya.
Yes.
One of the things I will hear in all kind is sometimes the business is hot more, especially Ghana Hanamono. Yeah, the politics, a will move be. Say, Okasanwa, a dear pot in our party.
Only maybe me, I don't even just want to talk about businesses, but let me start and I'll give you a nice angle. Now, say, what is it? Some leading members of the government, time more opposition, no more pre-about power. No. One of the major idea campaign was about the Black Star.
107.3. Kaisa Mampenny Cracker said, because of a buying, can you buy and was one engagement in some Black Stars a crumple?
Yes, I don't kind of sense. I'll be quite say, oh, coach new be referee new be striker new be captain, and I'm one. So, this is the level we have come to.
Okay.
We have come to the level of making everything partisan. And that is sad.
Wow.
Very sad that the president himself, His Excellency the president himself, could stand somewhere and say that the Black Star was performing abysmally because of Akufo-Addo.
Bad governance indeed.
Yes. Indeed, Austria almost 5-1. So, it's a friendly game. So now you go the president.
By extension, no. Sana patch there.
Okay. And they are SC or Germany. Germany is in their very worst of states when it comes to football as we speak. I don't know if you have checked. They haven't really been able to do anything with football. They have been very terrible. But what happened? It's the same thing we are doing when they are dealing with businesses. I represented the minority caucus, and in particular, the minority leader, Osayin Kwamina, Alexander Kwamina Afro-Domake. And these were the views of the minority caucus, that they enjoy politicization of businesses and practice depoliticization. Say, my business, no who say business, we mean I may ensure we. It doesn't matter which political party is in power. Resources are, it doesn't matter which political party is in power. It affects the growth of the economy and the nation at large. Because if the business is stable and everything is going well, people will get jobs. And yes, like our 133.
Okay.
So what you say? And yeah, say, me train, 6 beautiful young ladies will go to Elwak, and they will not return home. No, because you would have supported the private sector and you would have seen them as private sectors for Ghanaian people. And the captains of industries are captains of industry.
Okay.
They are not for a particular political party. But what do we see? Oh, wait, MPP Nepa. Yeah, Beguno. Oh, wait, NDC Nepa. And I'm not saying this, or the minority caucus is not looking at this from the NDC's point of view only. We are looking at it
the general good. No? Okay.
Exactly. This is the Ghana we've all belonged to. 1957, we should progress. Instead of always saying, I gave an example of my constituency. Astro Teva, I got a BOT to do. The moment in recent times, we had young men coming from a certain angle, say, I'm free NDC, into Omo Abang na Wapa, into Omo Beju, Nipana was Astrotef, no Astrotef. How do you even first manage it? How do you pay the person who constructed the Astrotef? So what I say?
Yeah.
And these are the situations. So basic things. When a company is even doing well and may need some facility, may need some contract, is providing training, is providing jobs. You try anything and everything to pull that company down. How is Ghana going to survive? This was what we talked about.
When I'm mere rhetoric, say, yeah, can ye jahonomo, a quite benefit me a fast one your phone. You be drew a point in time where ye be depoliticize and no may be free. Ye juma ye home.
Well, you see, so any one way. The other aspect must say, wow, we're a businessman. So you should also have it at the back of your mind that your major activity is say we're a businessman. We're a politician.
Okay.
Politicians, they every time you hear more, you call business phone. Oh, maybe I'm a t-shirt into my bow. Oh, over to me a t-shirt. You should be open about it. So what I say. Or you'd rather not involve yourself at all. But when you're a politician, you go to a business person, and then the business person is now seen to be fronting political activities, including mounting podiums and stages. Then you should understand that also the whole shame. And if you are being tagged or targeted, it is because you are all mass.
Okay.
So what I say. So it starts from the business people as well. And then the second part, as politicians, we should think of the growth of the economy. Say, my economy now Now, economy na year. When somebody is properly qualified or capacity do or name or was anyansa or was asking to me now, but media side jumana. All you need to do is to support the person. Don't go and pull down the person and come and do family and friends. And ya me menya obiante menya. Menya them. Then it means that you are causing problems.
Okay.
We know companies that couldn't survive.
Okay.
In 2020. Up to about 2024. Mudika baby all over the place. CCA is our companies, they are large and in charge. Yes. And that is what we are saying.
Okay.
So if you are not careful and you are branded as a partisan,
okay,
somebody who also says, "Now we are more bad no this scam maybe." I know mudi abetu me government. And me government about me making sure say the government, the business no be conform. That is one.
Okay.
Another thing that we also talked about was Kwawu Business Forum. No, me say there is so much request for consultation from businesses or captains of industry. Omo kasa ne say government yeniyama bebre they are not consulted. They are not involved. There's no stakeholder engagement. Obi an form monka. Ye na ya form say anka ye we until moment na na ye boom.
Okay.
Then that is where. So let the consultation be before, during and after. Don't let the consultation be after. That is no consultation. I know na ye kano. So be anche na dream. We anka mudi by anka mo ye ni say anka. Ankamu ye ni say ankabe, but we don't find that yen husa. They are say, ye diaba into the jitum. Now I'll give you a classical example. Ye wo porto, Ghana porto, Tema porto.
Yeah.
Ye wo bibe o mo friend publica.
Okay.
AI platform.
Yeah.
CCI no. Yeah, engagement with I think Ghana Employers Association and Guta and AGI, you know.
Yeah.
One of them raised an issue. Company na can't say no. Company no see now we are your call France. Your call shipping yama. Yama na your toy up including shipping be buy 90,000 euros. You be do Ghana say ye yama no. One AI winner or more due to that 447,000 euros.
Wow.
Yes.
New system no port
447,000 euros, which is more than 400%.
Wow.
Of the original cost of Nyama Omokoto. So the conversation is that in the DNSC, because Ministry of Finance, you told us that you were going to engage us before you start executing, but we won't engage. The Iona say Obi Kotoa de Watoaba 90,000 euros, including shipping and everything. Okoya 447,000 euros.
Wow.
It is dangerous.
That's okay. Businesses, no?
That's one. Then we went on to talk about SMEs. Say SMEs no be no hono. They are no. It is rather affecting them. And if you do a research, you will notice say SMEs no more are running a lot of economic activity in Ghana. They are employing a lot of people. It's between 5 to 10 depending on the skill. So what I say, small, medium enterprises. No?
Yeah.
What can we do to support them? First of all, don't give them facility. I wouldn't say facility. But by 2 years. Meanwhile, the person will need 5 years.
Yeah.
Because by the time Nipanoka be stable, no, 5 years, no. That is
yeah,
exactly. Ska baby sano kra one is also up 10,000. Now I command 1,000. I just also on just ask for to iPhone. So what yes.
Yeah.
So these are the practical things we are talking about. And then what we are saying is that you are giving them prohibitive cost because never no be no nipa na e bia omo ye 3 and 5. Who's your uncle fafi? Na fear no, it should be about sa enu na any guarantee and your friend is saying whatever way you want to tell me. Na sa guarantee no. Okonya no way. It's prohibitive.
Na sa pamona pesa pamono ko.
What say juma no. Until on our part, we said look at these things. Look at how best you can support SMEs. Look at how best you can let them understand. Say you want them to generate some income, create more jobs, and support the nation's economy.
Yeah.
And so we spoke about 7 things, and these are largely the issues that came up. And then you can also talk about we said say, as minority, we are going to be engaging them more.
Yeah.
If it is quarterly, if it's bi-quarterly, whatever period, to let them understand that we are going to be their agents.
Okay.
We are also going to file questions, have some statements done on their part, and then do the relevant things at committee level and in the plenary. In the Nyama yenim say, Anka ye mamwa that is what we are intending to do for them as minority.
And finally, no, what do you be taught? Now I think say no raise concern. I'm for because said the identity. I say the shadows of the minority leader. The last statement that make here, no, in as much as say Obama Penya Baso say wetimi aboa massa visa waiver for all African countries. Yet me, that inspiration was a part of the statement. No, now command one say it came out of the bloom.
Oh, the Ejumanu de Ejumanu. If it's either the shadows or not, we are always learning. So what I say. The point is that the statement was made that to the extent say President Mahama is virtually taking praises for almost everything he did not do.
Oh, can now patch the
I'm even talking about, let's start with even reparations.
Okay.
The reparations that it was President Akufo-Addo that made a solid remark.
2023.
Yes. I think September 2023.
Yeah.
At the UN conference. You understand? And this was where he started working towards it. But at that time when he even made those remarks, not to make I say for more social commentators, no be some within started insulting.
I'm for be crack. I said, and
I must say, that the conversation is that comedy are having our own reparations. So as they are here,
okay,
this is one, and then the second one. In recent times, I cited a letter that was actually signed by President Akufo-Addo on the 24th of December, addressed to now the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, because she had written to the president seeking for the president's clearance on multilateral visa agreements, for the president to grant approval, and the president did. So the president actually wrote to her, and I saw the green letter.
Okay. That's what she said at the crumple.
Yes, Charlene Ayokobuchi.
Yeah.
Yes. So president wrote to her, and that activated the process for us to get this thing sorted. So now you activate it. And to me, my view is that any academic person, when you know that there is the need for you to make reference,
okay,
and to say, oh, when so it's nice. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
And I took the opportunity to say, because already not me speech no guys and them na shikakra. So yes, to also end it up nicely.
Okay.
You needed to commend the president that why are there? But now so I go for the chassis. That's the way you're body.
But was it necessary to remind him?
Oh yes, I wasn't reminding him. I was telling him.
Okay.
It's not a matter of giving him a reminder. I was telling him and the people there and those who were watching that it was started by President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Baomia's government. So let's not forget about that.
Okay.
Yes. So that was what I did. But yes, it was captured.
Yene lawyer Jerry Ahmed Shaib and Edin Common Oye MP Ed Madisha one war Wejagbawe. Ewo enkra hanomo shane swam se haya sase pa 107.3 tumpanjuma die na wasuguso wutie no akokoraba nya ko abro no ma medin yentoa so na fe yenkosabre minority mo hafo region ya moniko kwakuafo no engagement so far no menim sabudi nkan ko eastern region eno mo koye engagement mo ko Ashanti region eno mo ko kasane ade feedback na tesan results no you do good results ana
as a own nim baby cry as a president no cry say wa sha say orusu to nyom no bi Mahama wo de yeka
enyum foforo aba no
ochu mo tan wo de yeka onu kwa president no cry on tissue cry what way na o wa bedada kogo farmers say o be more 70% na 6,000. When Akufo-Addo had it at 3,100, and at that time there were no world market prices. As world market prices, has he ever stopped at the point in time? No. We've always had world market prices. That's what he say. But the Nana Bawumia government felt it reasonable to say, we cannot let the cocoa farmers suffer the way they are suffering.
Okay.
So let us give them some cushion. Me first secondary school I no a scholarship from Cocoa Board.
Okay.
And to me, I don't see why I should play with any cocoa farmer.
Okay.
So what they say, and I say, me my man and me papa will be and if I had the benefit of getting scholarship from Cocoa Board, And these are the people who have sent us to various schools. And they were by Anka, if there was no arrangement whatsoever, no pledge or promises whatsoever, I think that the Ghanaian people will take it okay.
Okay.
Say, Bia, Hona Achiwa, Nanyama, Sheda, Kono Ye, and Abanosa. But wo, Hobi, you know.
Now, senior.
But that is the point, too. I've told you, I have 50 of them, and I hope we will exhaust all of that. Yes, 50 failed promises. Oh, buy no. Oh, made me. And then you had the Minister of Finance. Hey. And you had almost all the ministers as say, Baby, in Timin Kasano. Say, oh, me, I will give you 6,000. Obiama 3,001. Oh, buy no. How do I go say?
2,500.
You over here concert kakra say okay we my million 3,500.
Yeah.
And then what happened? And then atasa. Then you bring it to this levels. Have you heard of the conversations ongoing? People have lost their lives as a result.
Yeah. But I could be grandpa you say no nimun sanum. To say them say atia faso. Atia faso my see crowd here.
Ebi mu shi omukoko, which is actually an illegal activity.
Yeah.
Ebi mu shi koko no.
People do some for Chichegu.
Now, more be 3,000, 6,000. Obiama no 3,001. What believe from 3,001 on the about 2,500. In Tiago Vado, there, why is 600 or so? I mean, what is this?
And yeah, Bia, Damang so said, Yakuku, no more ton any idea.
I don't know,
Ghana, ye cushion your home cacra, said a bianca crank, a sauce, and once a man prepamun, one with my price now, one promise one one.
Oh, we are supposed to be my president, Mama cries, and my own cannot cry. Time my home or catch almost Obama almost 6,000. Now, no name the world market prices over. Maybe so.
Okay. Ebia onim reality no buy. Go
and find out what is happening in the farm. Some more Go and find out the complaints, the medical situations or conditions they are finding themselves in. How their children are unable to now go to school because nebana ananka kuku farmer yebekwa kodo ya tombi. You say there is ready market government beto eto asaska we or they are any financing budgets.
Yeah.
So what they say estimations ni na every day wadoko go na you know say otiso. Hey. Now can be haircut. When haircut we are shaving.
The other man no any haircut shaving.
Your skin.
Okay. You know,
shaving. Because for you to even go into there's a president one or can say minim say uti we so or can say obey balls or go farms.
Say your poly tank be sim na.
There the water tank now connected to the water. Can you imagine? So these are some of the failed promises. Now, even for
okay,
and your president can say
Russia-Ukraine war.
Ukraine is 7,000 kilometers away from Ghana.
Yeah.
Now, say Iran is a bear apply.
Debbie.
And I be Achibota.
Almost 8,000 kilometers away.
Jesus Christ. So you don't even get it. You know, if the Ghanaian people sit down and they start cataloging like what I'm now doing, you marvel.
Obi Wekasa in 2024, we had the number of voter NPP enya free cocoa growing areas na kwa yese cocoa kuyafon atutiamo. Ade na sisi no all of a sudden cocoa kuyafon ho adwene aba mutimu ase mo na mo kwama wo mo. Why now?
So mo NDC for no say omo yodofo pa. Sezia cocoa farms farmers no ho. Anyuma mo bono wonti ye. Yodofo dada ye wasa dada ye biomo. Inti da me kan John 3:3 ma. Yodofo dada ya. I don't know how to finish that one. So I am not the one composing the songs for them.
Kokwe afọ na to sanwumo yi.
Say minority chief whip any nkofo omudi nechi bonyom no bi amawa. You'll be surprised.
Na se bufo wo mumu.
Yeah, me one pan say one Voltarian. Meaning say no so cocoa farm. You should find out how that accent rose. I say Musa audio no crabo.
Jina suma me na me mo kokwa for ne voices ni bi na yenti.
Yeah, they are friend engagement.
Okay.
And our stakeholder conversations and our consultation. They are here to get feedback, to advise us on how to deal with the issue some more. And and I think that is okay for us. But I don't mean better or as a part in your next line of action. But as I can tell you one, say currently there are people who are also going to go to the central, western, and western north.
That's regions and more konina.
Baby, cocoa
okay.
And see, we are doing so.
Okay.
And you know, whilst we are dealing with cocoa, we should also know say the issue of galamsey is becoming more alarming. Only in the entire because cocoa farmers no guys is more ton cocoa farms to galamsey.
Yeah.
And if you are not taking care of cocoa farmers, then it means that your promise about ending galamsey or reducing galamsey was a promise failed urban issue. It's a promise failed urban issue. So what I say, say wo bam nukra wo nim say we dey make akwa. They make power. Into na wo buy na wo see blaster there underwood there on torchlight. Into na wo buy wo see galamsey there asubetra ana enyesa. Into na wo buy wo see na Russia Ukraine and COVID there excuse.
Okay.
Into me my buy the enemy government all you have to think about is that fuel will be reduced, fuel prices will be reduced and be reduced and be reduced. But what is happening? As we speak, Ghana for baby, it is a baby, something happened to us. Yes, MPP may have had these issues.
Okay.
But still, I didn't be to say yeah the baby at Atari.
Now say yeah draw.
I will not talk about it, but like we don't even see what is happening.
Okay.
Doom solid.
One city, no?
Yes. And Omobe can't say they were taking out betting tax. But betting tax is part of the sports fund, sports levies.
Yeah.
In the baby.
Debbie.
So
as a Robin Peter to people.
Oh, what far. And almost everything that is coming, every bill that is coming from the NDC comes under the certificate of urgency. And then I will be someone say, so what is really going on? I know that make a child, so that is one. Cocoa farmers, they are having to deal with a lot. In some more can and easy. Ebi mu onya yare, ebi mu school, ebi mu our class. This is what is happening, and this is the feedback we get.
Do you foresee, sir? Ocean some more position or more to gain power? Yeah, more buy. Are you seeing, sir? They are seeing something different. Entinama want to me act on their words, no na. And as na young kebi young said bia, you benya to me. And
then I'll be kind you. And then I'll be kind someone to say president. I say now power there and politics there we are over child any day. And then in the influence. And Tibia no. And I have Jumama no. Says they are a president back. So it may not be him. It may be to the extent say he knows that this was what the people were looking for. And we're trying to talk kakra no now I head in kakra. No I can't cry kakra.
Okay. Okay. Yene Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib, Esquire, and Yedin Komo Wasasepa 107.3. Otienka ewe Pieman Temwa Eastern Region. Afima 103.3 Kufuridia. Strong 101.5 Ewa Chimoda. Community 103.3 Ewa Chimoda. Mining City Radio 89.5 Ewa Takwa Inswayim. Asase 100.3 Ewa Cape Coast. Asase 99.7 Ewa Tamale. Asase 98.5 Ewa Kumasi. High Asase Pa 107.3. Shana Swam said Media. Otienka Ewa Sampa. Yankee FM 95.9. Abawa Radio and so far live UK. And now for your social media handles in number to media Sasepa 107.3. Lawyer Jerry Ahmed Shaib and Yedi and Konwoye Deputy Minority Whip. Oh my God, I'm rushing the film. After Yanko so sosen. I had bakwa, come here, Sabembia ba. One more a year. MPP are buying, one more bomb so boss on by Omu Yebi. And this are buying so eba, one so a yebi. Bonnie Ben also so simo.
Na anka se usi more being ye bibia, then now all ba way.
Okay.
Then our home was hard, you know, until I was seeing you know.
There's a queer yenti, jaya queer. Over 5 years, I said the same, you know. Okay.
My body like
Sabe
pepe into I go spray pentinamento. Is that what you're saying? What see source in here? You give very valid reasons why we can't say source in here. One of which is it doesn't allow for competition.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
The other and say you may not get the people with the right caliber or capacity to deliver. And the most important reason is it allows for corruption.
Yeah.
Now, Okofa, and you know, funny enough, those who are even perpetuating soul source in this they were the people that spoke highly against soul source. Now, one who was a me ni audios ni videos are now a press conference against soul source. And then I say, "What the baku or baku for baku fan?" I got to say, "Oh, be your innovation, oh, be your way, intimidate 11 point something million. Oh no, 11 million. No, there, and you be a man. And obviously, you wouldn't even understand that is a problem.
Okay.
So wow, I want him say 11 million is and you be a man.
18 billion.
I bet me they are top pen.
Okay.
And it's just like okay, me go top pen and me they are.
But the ordinary Ghanaian idea is kapa.
Now 11 million nanga yes kapa. What the 11 million I mean? What the me the be?
Would be let there be light.
Oh Jesus Christ! So 11 million is a lot, and that is the first part. Then you are talking about the other part. Everyone is a big push and a big loot.
Yeah, big push.
Maybe it a big loot.
Oh, by ya quine. Na fe baby a quine than what you tribute to me idea.
Yeah, me share what joy, no. Me share what joy news, and I think their Saturday program, no, okay. And news file. So there was a gentleman who had to talk about it that much.
Big push, you know.
Oh, now some of the companies now are more Jumano cry. And a contract no be mukwa nyama yakika. And you know, sometimes some of them are people who spoke terribly. Sometimes you don't even know that the people who are involved, you know, BBC. Some of them even called Akufo-Addo thieves and liars and Ozzy. So you're asking yourself, why would you even want to try this?
A hypocrisy, and I said.
But apart from Nyachum, no, I think sometimes they are envious and haters.
Him for?
Oh, the people who make all those manner of remarks. No.
What money bremo?
Oh, na sa no nipa nim brain nipa anka obetimi abeya wo sa onya sa opportunity no na akoye west.
Sam George no money bremo.
There was a real conversation about Ejapa.
Yeah.
Properly structured. That was not going to Nanado and his family.
Okay.
What did they do? They started talking about Ejapa to say Nanado or Yamani family. Any before. And they even started calling them Chebi Mafia and this all manner of names. Nadama me Media.
Debbie.
And I dear mama.
EMP now Makaji.
Oh Jesus. Sorry.
Wow. Young call LGBT. And then we a press conference at war NPP headquarters. Na Mampani Abba Edin Chilmoba. Watch us young train. Na yen no who do a bit me boa. Emma said 133 one more promise ye. Ghana for bit many juma ye. Afe no ma who drawn swa. Was she go up no swono. Wobet my yenny na Magana for it many as for so. Sabre inflation no bufform. City to dollar ratio no. And also bufform near dear. My penitches and in young coma. And we hear Sabre. And ye LGBT in common. And I said you or my baby ye drew ye be home common. What is answer we are? Does it come to you as a shock?
My main country they see say start Sunday way. Me dey say sorry baby now omo na invite me. Until me decided say me could be. Fortunately for me back when me call any Assemblies of God, Wager District. Until no more converge or ye will be a or SEC school beam.
Yeah.
Until nyame ya doma me kodu hono. Na osofo na preaching Reverend Doctor.
Yeah.
No preacher na supi be fem.
Supino. LGBT no.
Me asa no kan o si supi. Munja supi. In fact, o sha say with pornography.
Okay.
Say yenja pornography. So he was virtually preaching to us. Then went on to say yenja is supi.
Okay.
Then he went on to say ma be man ni be manda. Ma oba ni obanda. Nti me adum beten say MP of the area there me say me so me be tu fo ana nyesa. Nti me be tu fo na me say me die rade ase.
Me kura me hu say ukita microphone am say o preachy.
Oh me preachy.
Okay.
Me preachy. Me preachy ba. O be say me Chelsea na me call na. Oh Jesus Christ.
Supino ah.
Nti me preachy na me say o me da so for na ase.
Okay.
Say zema wa aka no. Eze yenya yensu an bibi mfrim. Na my politicians no. My infa I don't know how the true word for it, but my called dad and for.
Okay.
Don't go and be deceitful.
Okay. May nada woman too futrongo money.
Don't when you know that you are deceiving people.
Okay.
And using the name of God. It is more for me. I don't know if there are yards of sins or types of sins, but for me it is more sinful than anything.
So when you meeting that Damang for
we see Ube power no ube den ube sign LGBTQ plus IA whatever it is. And then moi na moya Assemblies of God for and me they say president no by God's grace is a member of the church.
Yeah.
Say or no your president. LGBTQ no so say ozi o son in some gra o hwe ya or the bebo weni. O see mean sign o pa kosro na ba from in kind by o banyo ya ngwe no ba shi.
Uchu mutai.
Ontia. And the way so say uchu mutai on signing.
Okay.
And he's not going to sign. I don't see President John Dramani Mahama and this NDC government signing the LGBTQ plus
bill. No, I
don't see them first of all even working on it. If you heard Dr. Reverend Intim Fojo, he even made mention of the fact say bill no cry even on the order paper, agenda of parliament. You know, this has been something sponsored by private members, and no cry it got lost on the paper without notice to anybody. Just by the fact that people were diligent or vigilant and they saw and they had to compel the people that be to relist it. Anka sa your friend is saying LGBTQ and some anka won other people no support crown problem. And here President Mahama no say sign. But he is a proud member of the Assemblies of God.
Yeah.
And so what I told them was that he needs prayers.
Okay.
And that is something we may not have seen.
Why in young Bible?
President in young Bible. So no sign. Say yes, that he needs prayers so that the backtracking he started doing. You know. Say yes, he said all training. Your friend is there. All
training.
No. He should not even get there. To now come and give us the excuse say Ngovo are okay, and they are not thinking about that kind of thing.
The Ghana phone in come woman young umpire, Emma president. No.
Being president ain't easy. Ain't easy because if it were to be easy, I think that for him having knelt down with all these men and women of God, the anointing aguno bumpire man, say, hey, we the star player or LGBTQ na or the why should it be a problem? So I told them that I am more excited about the fact that they are members of the Assemblies of God, the church that the president attends. And so we should help him in prayers and help the nation as a whole and help politicians. Say, what can ukwa nyamimbo na yese men ko kan time ma wo opposition na wo ba na wo pedi akoye.
Okay.
We need people to be trustworthy. We need people that we can believe that, their loyalty to God cannot be challenged.
Okay.
And that you can deceive everybody. But don't be deceiving pastors, don't be deceiving imams, don't be deceiving traditionalists. Don't. When you see people walking by the street and you decide to deceive them, yeah, unless there are no men and women of God, but we believe 1 billion% there are. So don't deceive them.
When you say when I end that done, what wow.
Yes. But he needs that. I have not gone to make that pledge or promise. And he didn't say it once. You know the number of times. I'm sure some of them you cannot count.
Now, Mampanyika said, Yen Koketi in our educational system. Said the Bayan Quadano, one with me, Suya, Nan Concoba we be here, baby Crampon.
Now, they are Reverend Tim for your press conference. So you saw what he indicated. It is in the curriculum. A whole curriculum has been printed on the page 3 of what he showed us today. These were conversations on LGBTQ.
I said, didn't crack
and that he had onukra na wa kan wasem abon jero akase yen film mom printi ya teacher of schools in Jamaica. And where is the stopping going to come from? And where is the signing going to come from? In fact, I'll be one of the persons to congratulate him and to tell him that yes, he's really come under John 3:3.
Okay.
He has been reborn. Or he's now born again.
Yes, a month for being introduced private members bill. I shall be a few more. A bit me up was said beya, Sir Billy, a bit me up in 10 times swore. So far, no update be about home. Progress, I could do in fact.
Mama will update, no. Me see, it was even taken off the other paper. The other paper is the agenda of parliament. And that cannot happen like that. Near my other paper, no so no. Since we got into parliament, that's also. Maybe you may not have dealt with, but the normal line of action is say you free so.
Okay.
But LGBTQ there also.
Wow.
And so it took some diligent men to say that let us have it relisted. Every year releasing, you see, young call committee, now young shana young come meeting number. And when you have the numbers of 189 on the majority side, it's the same thing with the constitution of committees. Their numbers are more.
Okay.
And the chairman say, "What Jubilee say, Mamun go a meeting there."
Do you see say a betrayal of trust, especially Speaker Crowden who a Gina Mobile can say, "I'm a president assigning." Na as at now, yen to me progress beyond for 1 more year no. I feel disappointed, especially in the speaker.
I feel disappointed in anybody who made so much noise about LGBTQ to the extent that became a campaign promise and a pledge. And that now that it is right there to say me people idea, you say if I wouldn't share it. And then you come and give first excuse. Oh, he has to come. And then we are even going to sponsor it from the presidency ourselves. And then we waited and we saw that there was nothing coming. And then the private members start. Then they start, the thing is listed on the other paper. Then we cannot find it anymore on the other paper. And then nobody started. As our government, settings in kwa.
Wow.
Oh, settings.
I saw from Penny in 2024, prior to 2024 elections, one story Gina ye, a hair sank a beya sabil with me assigning. Yes, I be the hair, the Brina D. Wahonwa. What would D now share? How do you see them?
They need prayers. We all
as of for now.
Nanka, that's as of for more. They are human beings with all due respect.
Okay.
Maybe there was a certain reason for them to have believed, say, oh, wait there, or Maya.
Okay.
Na say sometimes who call him no him say nipa who call him no no nya say when they work him having a better answer. So yes, maybe they may have gone through the same stage. Say there was every reason for them to perhaps believe. And to me, believing in God and His wisdom.
Okay.
I won't come and sit here and run down any man of God. My hope and belief is that they perhaps had trust.
Okay.
And that this will be done. I'm hoping and believing that the same trust they had, if they see that it is not done, they will do the needful.
Oh, the battery more.
My name say Omo no mo GD.
Okay.
Say oh yanko ta President John Dramani Mahama ni NDC for eche. No mo sign it because omo abehye ebo.
Okay.
Say oh ye dey nyasa power na ye be den ye be sign it. Sizie onye me aso me warehim say onye no omo beti asese there juma eso mundi masa signing no first of all law no braso ye pass na president in signing no on besheda adisa juma no I think that would be too early to go after anybody. It will be too early.
Dr. Lawrence Tete say momrani ni na yenye National Prayer and Healing Rally yankambum na yemompaye said the bear it throw the atoso and said this nonsense must stop.
Trap question. Me a Christian trap question. Would have fetch because me call say a trap question. Would have fetch
and then we demand say president obe pagana focho na wapa asofo mpanyu focho and that kwachofo so so say cheopa bia ni hono.
No there's a he's always in a private jet. Yeah, nam from no
on top private jet you.
When I thought na president will go on fun into them.
Okay.
Yeah, say nam from the ayet no enyo no not. So what I say. If you are in a private jet and me I'm walking on the ground, how do you understand what the people are saying on the ground? Won't it? Wasuka akatakata.
Okay.
He doesn't know what is happening.
That's all. Nim the course send a Ghana for femu send a woman Jennifer. I say appreciate it. Say that the kono.
Oh, say me boss be over just say we do much over number.
Okay.
In fact, if I were him, he should say more of those say pastors, no reverence, no. They can go to hell if he wants to say that. The people are telling you what is happening. You have deceived them. You have lied to them. You made empty promises, and you are asking that Mompacho, and now I job by force. Say by force. But what chose is normally in the private jet. President Mahama came. He's done about 25 travels already. So if he's done 25, saying there ain't all the British with an Caleb Court. So whichever airline he goes on, and he has those people supporting and they are sitting in. When they are in there, they don't hear anything. We are on the grounds.
Okay. Mo say a bribe twemu na MPP aban mo so rent private jet. Yes, our private jet e Ghana ka bebre. And the man panin chese so buy ye on rent private jet or the new private jet e dey be tu kwan. Minority mo say e bone. Ne bone ni say.
First of all, jet na India.
Ibrahim Mahama.
Is it a private jet that has been rented? Or it is a private jet that a brother has given to his brother? Me, I've always asked, who is the owner of the jet?
Still no one you say Ibrahim Ahmed, dear.
Oh, whatever. If he is the owner of the jet, is the president, who is the president of the Republic of Ghana, supposed to be riding in his brother's jet for official duties? And at what cost does it come to the taxpayer?
Okay.
Na jet no kwa wine there. Now omuto no say. Na da ben na yeto.
Okay.
Ghana, it's serious.
Wow.
Yes, Ghana is a serious country. We are confronted with a lot of issues. Sometimes one kind of year, you actually end up getting issues. Yeah. So today, the president rides in his brother's jet, allegedly, say any brother there, to official travels. The countrymen allows that. Say for official activities. I say I've counted, and I am telling you, these are about the 25 travels the president has had since he came to office.
Okay. Are you pristine private jet in the Honomo?
First of all,
presidential jet no.
Ebi ana wako unity kama abe press conference say Akufo-Addo to kwan dodo. Now you say, oh no, Jerry will jet no. Charlie, all manner of deceit and lies. Then you're asking yourself, so what is happening? What is happening to the same people who were talking? And I'm asking you, say jet no why India? And
so if when you say Ibrahim Mahama jet,
any jet, then the next question is, are you supposed to be riding your brother's jet for official trips?
Okay.
Me, I don't know how it is like. But the point is that, are you? I don't know what jet, because I think the first one was that's what I gathered. I mean, that's the allegation.
You are converting to see idea here, you know.
Now, what be that? What be that? Say me Benz. And I'm a ambulance. Now ambulance there to coin. Ambulance there to coin. They said in your partnership.
What custom?
Oh, yeah, more media for so you should interrogate some of these things. The settings no know so how. And look, there's no setting. Yeah, setting. Be being 30.
Wow.
There's none.
When you pure setting.
If the government of this current government feels that health matters and they want to acquire a jet in the form or an ambulance jet or an ambulance plane, what is stopping them from doing it rather than just going to say may talk about 4? And did you see the amount involved? Meanwhile, we have serviced the other one and it's been brought back, and it was the same Minister of Foreign Affairs who made a lot of noise about it. Jet, he has a certain lifespan. Now, a lifespan in do you can go and acquire another one. Do you know the number of Agenda 11 projects which are virtually done? And that if we had just even redirected some of the resources in the LGBTQ media associate hospitals, maybe. Do you know a lot of 1D, 1F projects? If we had supported these industrialists, they could have finished to create more jobs. And then you come and tell me that you are going to use your private jet for an ambulance. Now, in the
Honorable lawyer Jerry Ahmed Shaib, a member of parliament, Eddie Madisha, when he wore Wajakbawe, about one person was saying, say minority chiefship, and what my Ghana receive your FIMO. After young operation recover all loot, oral. I buy by ye what I say, my pencil, and no be every farm phone say. So far, oral no bit me a bois, Emma Sikabi, yo my Ghana Yashireno, what wait me a yanina. So far, assessment of the oral no. What is saying?
Now, oral no. Time I'll go to call a press conference now. This cousin or Mogojino.
Almost $20 billion.
Is it 22 billion, I think?
Yeah.
And I would Attorney General or news file bill. What here?
So no any figures what they buy it.
But no moshi. Yes. This is the level of deceit.
Wow.
No, but this is the kind of settings I hear. Oh no, sorry, I know what to coin. No, no, Nirefi.
Okuje to no, Nirefi.
Says I want him there. You were Okal.
I don't know what you're saying.
Operation Claire or Lutes.
Ora not Danny Okal.
Were there no people before the various competent courts of jurisdiction?
107.3.
You buy no, or mobile no, there no more. And you only prosecute go no more file. If you want to believe, say you are doing your work well. I mean, let me still say hello to Chachu Chikata on this matter, because I think that the case, Deputy Foreign Minister, Jachikwesi, he didn't allow for a nolly prosecute. He waited, went through the case, and he got his client exonerated. And I acquitted and discharged. That is the mark of doing the right thing.
So, but you are not caught in a juma.
But Omobaya, no, What bizarre Tony General said case ben or share the akoko. Now ya oka operation clear all Lutes. Until the earlier government believed say omoye nyama nyano. Oba no file no liposika. Oh me fa onkoko de be yatwem. Akoko obi nkofo mo sorry na mo ye propaganda ni obi nto bottle crowd wakoto bottle.
Propaganda.
But what is even happening to the Edubai matter? Their own witnesses are saying things in respect of what the guy did, and that they are not evil or they are not criminal.
Yeah.
So what you say? So you are even finding it very difficult to prosecute your own case. Sorry. So what you say? This is what is happening.
Oh, when it's aura no atonsium.
Over. Maybe I say the wheels of justice grind slowly.
And your early days yet.
Me, I'm a legal practitioner.
Yeah.
If you can get the prima facie, say in some way, you say now. What is happening to the wound to make case? It's just political vindication. Sorry, victimization. So what you say?
Yeah.
You are weaponizing some members to just go after people. Meanwhile, as we speak, within this period already, offer. See, let's give time some time.
I buy in 15 months.
Now, so now, kind of guy there. Well, see, so it's about corruption, it's about this, it's about that. Wow, by say, Wako set up publican something or port.
Publican system.
And now Obiako to be 90,000 and I will give 447,000. And now gold reserve I will Wako ton was it we here 1.3 billion.
Yeah.
The account over.
That's any now contribute to catastrophe prayer.
Now what is it? How do we define corruption? Yes.
Okay.
It's your act or omission. See, when I start, look, NDC, Omu promise is that they were going to abort teacher licensure examination. Omu Atasa.
Omu 15 failed promises.
Menka 15, they will reduce it. Me see 50.
50.
50.
Wow.
At least these are the ones I just can deal with within the shortest possible time.
Wow.
Oh.
In less than 15 months. Yankee assessment of government. Abai baye or was so born homoding. As so far inflation crumpled dear about the lowest. Our my hanamo. A dear back one never before they be a womoko huntokwa a dollar to CD rate, you know. A buying interest why ye. I'm so far now a buying no etimia bois. I'm a CD no stabilizing. I'm a dollar no sono. Ejina baby ejina. 4 prices. Sabriti em say. Kwanika crank a crouch say. Iran for any US and Israel Tokway. And a man but no sono. A buying just or yenica crank. So far no says a buying in 15 months there. Send you be back a senka buying or one home in power.
Some fair indicators be brief. But major one now of fairness is the stability of the city. And yes, sir. And inflation so about
3.2%.
Ebi awet me aka say lending rate crash so about. So I've said this for them.
Okay.
But ask yourself, why would you? Is that the way you feel in your pocket? Oh, the unsasha ukotokuma. Sidi na highest stable no. Ugotoku no. Scano da social. Say ukoto cement because Sidi highest stable no into cement no. Ni bono ya tiswana. Ana because inflation above from no into sachet water. Ya tisu.
Nke be kosro.
Akosro na be kosro. And then me talk 8 cities.
Baby cried almost on 10 cities.
Oh, well, at least me, yeah. I want to be very straight with you.
To be what a year is empire so.
And I call party office or Majina and I miss me talk Inti na me nim say me bedroom 3 at least na me expect say because me dem be big pa inti me say about 21 cities. Me 21 my guy zero be. I got 3 cities.
Wow.
This is what is happening. What business is here? Tom Milk saying. Now show vote. What business? Go and check.
And ebe see na indicators ni na
so
green.
Whilst with the president at Kwao, he made the remark that even with the stability of the CD and therefore the dollar dangling, it's helping some people and it is not helping others.
Yeah.
Until we are importer.
Yeah.
Wow. Now we exporter.
Perfect.
Indeed, how much money are we pumping in? Because those same shame to make sure that the city is stable. Go and check. The last time I heard was more than 3 billion, 10 billion.
10 billion, yeah.
And whether annually. Yes, does that not amount to artificial? Because if you believe that the interaction of market forces should give you skadodwa or process city stable and whatever you are looking for, allow it to flow. But when you are overly controlling it, a bedroom maybe Iran ne America they no kakra away and do 1 month po. But yeah, fret.
Obeka se obi wo hono mo na argument obeka se we ni na ekoso na economy ni be stabilize am watimi adini dwa bibia akoso yi ama no a one day won fa ho baby awoten what is the impact sabani pompe $10 billion afibia no o pompe edi hyemu a impact in the long term no ebenya yeso ne say
well but eno na America chow no sa 10 billion no otimi de ye ama bebre as I say we see hope artificial stability of the city. This are 10 billion what is kind of mom shame just to hold the city.
That's not sustainable.
How is that sustainable? It cannot be sustainable. It is just for a very short period. Because we make also science and then gold reserves 18 tons.
Okay.
Because we just cannot do say what the city movement. We need to change our ways. And yes, it's always going to be like this. Oh, maybe artificial fake settings. Artificial fake settings. Artificial fake settings. The meme AFS.
Ofre wo mo AFS.
Artificial fake and settings.
Abanwe.
Oh.
No more yeni na AFS. Artificial fake and settings. Adendra.
Na say I know na mama example. Why would you want to spend do say would they stabilize the city? Would this ask kind of bet me a baby? But because of your old conversations about saying now I know say me my city in stable.
Man come for the bia.
Opa to know the real effect. Opa say won't say whether or not city na stable. Kodwe me. Na fa nkofo kasa. Whilst we are talking to you, there's food glut. There's food glut. There's food glut. There's yam glut. There's maize. There's no buyer. There are no buyers. There's food glut in Bono. Even cashew. There's food glut almost everywhere. Maize, corn. Maize, rice. And the West. Are they? It is all because of these fake arrangements.
Now when you say about Papa Bay.
And there's someone or mutu or munyum says your mother's on you.
And you men or motu see.
And there's a would have a cousin of
Oti unia Sam George. In same your can ye. And the war year. Then somebody now mutimra subject film. Now he's a minister for communication, digital technology and innovation. Yeah, to say, or you unia bema.
Sam George many apart. Yeah, me pamucho. Mufan the bonnet.
Oh,
on him no kai.
Sam George in him do. Oh, can
the way you people are going after Sam George, I can only plead with you.
Okay.
Sam George, is my brother. And Monya Butremano. So no there, no why she say President Mama ba obede or yeah or whatever the case be, President Mama obede or be signing. But so no name say. President Swa catcher I promising to say, oh, my son, do your part. What I say? Now me ba me then me sign. And our president don't sign here. Uncle Eden. The back does not stop with some judge.
President in our final say.
I think that yes. Into me say I'm funny bonnet channel because in the heat of the moment, you know, ebia ya catch and say, "We see me sign with your coca." And our coca.
So the smart keke.
Maybe you smart.
Now, what about the ministry in Swa or Danwa? What can say? Se mampanyi ba na communication service tax when you free hold more or no one about rising against mampanyi.
But we are rushing.
Okay.
Maybe you do this by tomorrow. Maybe you even tell the president that if you don't sign the LGBTQ plus whatever, I'll do ABCD. Maybe he's planning on blocking some roads. So what I say? The American and say, "Yanya butremano kakra mame." Na yenhwe say, they are all kind no. This is any yanya butrema President Mahama no. Say yanya butrema no.
Samum.
Yeah, na yanya butranga yetia. So what can we see? Let's allow the pastors to. Maybe all of this we all need some divine intervention. So what I say?
Okay.
Yes, and see, Mr. Say some judge there, yeah, one year bro, mom kakra. And you